system engineer. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Yes, we can hear you,
So
JJ.
after becoming a fluid system engineer at Knowles Atomic Power Laboratory, Beth realized that two certainties, two things are holding her back. Number one, public speaking, and number two is leadership qualities. Then she joined the Toastmasters. And now you all can imagine she is going to become this district director. So you all can imagine how much she has improved in her public speaking and in her confidence. So we are very, very happy to welcome you, Beth. And please encourage this youth leadership too. Now the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, JJ. Thank you for the warm welcome. And so you're saying that I can start with the speech now, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, you start with the speech and encourage them, with the how to improve.
Mhm. The future depends on what you do today. I agree with Mahatma Gandhi's statement. So I'm here today to talk with you about ways that you can make your speeches better, and in turn, that will make your futures better. Have you ever listened to someone whose talk was so disorganized that you couldn't figure out what the point was? Maybe their ideas are so jumbled that it's like a scrambled word, and it takes so much effort to figure out what they're saying that you really just don't get the message. So today, I'll talk about ways to structure your speech so that your audience will understand your message. Every speech needs an attention-grabbing introduction, a structured body, and a memorable conclusion. Each part of the speech supports your main message and your purpose of your speech. So I will talk about the parts of a speech in order. First, your introduction, as I mentioned, grabs the attention of your audience. There are a few ways to do this. For example, you can start with a quote, like I did. However, if you're doing a speech on leadership, you might choose a statement by Vice President Kamala Harris. She said, "Anyone who claims to be a leader must speak like a leader." That means speaking with integrity and truth. You could also use a thoughtful or startling question, like, how can a water filter change the world? Maybe use like a dramatic statement, like, my life is ruined. Or sing a line from a song, "Don't worry, be happy." All right, I know it. I did not sing that one. I spared you from my singing skills, or lack of them. Or you can show an object or a photograph. One thing to remember is to avoid apologizing or avoid telling a story that doesn't actually relate to your theme, or having too slow of an introduction. All right, so we have the introduction. Now we'll move on to the body of your speech. The body of your speech contains the main points and supporting points. For a 5 to 7 minute speech, you might have 3 main points. You might be able to have up to 5 main points. And if you were to type it out on sheets of paper, it could be about 2.5 pages long, just to give you a sense of how much you would need to write or talk in 5 to 7 minutes. Now, if we want to take an example, so if you wanted to give a speech on why this year is better than last year, you might have 3 supporting points of my parents are less stressed this year. I get to attend school every day in person. And 3, I get to celebrate my birthday with my friends. Now that you have 3 main points, you put them in an order that makes the most sense. It could be in order of maybe your smallest point to your largest point, or it could be chronology or when they occur over time or distance. And so once you have that organized, then you develop supporting material. This can be something like statistics, where you use a number to explain data or information. For our example speech, you might say, my mom or dad, whatever the case might be, was one of the 22 million people that lost their job last year. Or you could use an expert opinion or an example or story. Maybe you would have a story about how remote learning was really difficult for you because your little brother kept on interrupting you and you couldn't pay attention. You could have a visual aid, like when you talk about your birthday party, you could show balloons. And then finally, facts are verifiable information. Someone can go onto the internet and they can find the information and confirm that what you said is right. Now that we have our introduction, we have our structured body of the speech, now we have the conclusion. The conclusion reinforces your message and it's unforgettable. You summarize what you've talked about. You may want to persuade your audience to take an action. And then you provide a final remark. It could be a challenge, a question, it could be a story or a quote. For our example speech, you might say, now it's your turn. Why is your year going to be better than the last? Today, I have given you some tips for how to structure your speech to make it effective in conveying your message to the audience. We talked about how to make the introduction engaging, the body of your speech logical, and the conclusion memorable. Use these tools and your audience will not be scrambling to figure out your message. As Kanye West said, I want people to feel like awesome is possible. Well, use what you have learned today and your future will be awesome. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Beth. It's fantastic. In fact, I took some lessons from you too. Those are wonderful. Thank you very much. Now, Ananya, you can carry on the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So now Vice President Kundavi can introduce our roles, and I'll just quickly put the link of the agenda in the chat and I'll just quickly present.
Okay, before that, thank you, Beth, for that wonderful speech. It was really good tips, and you used some examples from the real world. And also, when you said that, you also added like what you said in the conclusion, and you put a quote at the end, which I thought was really nice. And so that's what I really liked about your speech. You used, even though you put it like into pieces, you still used the tips you said in the ending, which for me is pretty hard to do when I do that. So I think I will take some notes, mental notes in my brain, So whenever I do my next speech, I think I will use some of your tips or maybe all of your tips to make this speech for me unforgettable.
Well, thank you very much for the feedback.
Okay.
That's a wonderful feedback, Ananya. Kundavi,
Oh,
I
you
must
mean
say.
Kundavi.
Kundavi, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I also agree with Kundavi. I really love that speech, and I really liked all the tips that you gave and like how we should structure and like talk about like each of the categories one by one and like what the name. So yeah, and I really like that. So yeah, So the stage is all yours, Kundavi, for introducing the role.
Okay. So, hello. As we know, our great guest Beth has already presented her beautiful speech. And now we actually had a little problem with the timer in the chat, but now we have it resolved. Our timer is Ria, not Chandresh. Chandresh, please see your camera because last week you also had this problem, and we want you to volunteer in some things. So our all counters for today is Monisha.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Kundavi, but I just noticed that Ria volunteered to be an evaluator actually.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I don't know if Ria, are you okay with doing 2 roles? I'm not too sure.
No, she didn't say she would do evaluator. I can't see anything. She only says to be timer.
I'm not too sure. Who does anyone want to be evaluator?
No, evaluator. We already have an evaluator.
Evaluator 2. Ria's evaluator 2.
Oh.
So I don't know. We shouldn't have like a person have 2 roles.
Yeah,
So
and anyway, I'm sorry, Ria, but you already have a role and it's timer, so it's really for everyone, including evaluations. But we will have the end of evaluating saying roles till you can decide. Please decide someone because we want like.
Yeah. Ria, do you want to be evaluator or timer?
Yeah. Let's ask this question.
You can also put it in the chat if you want.
Yeah. Okay, I can be timer. So we actually need an evaluator, not a timer.
Okay, someone please be evaluator. You just have to listen to basically you just need to evaluate, give glows and grows, which I learned in school is glow what you love about it and grow.
Oh, wait.
Does someone want to be?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. That's actually a really good example. And Sharmila.
Yeah, how do you spell her name? I'm not too sure.
S-H-A-R
S-H
A-R-M-I-L-A.
M-I-L-A. L-A. Okay. Sharmila. Okay.
Now we have that problem solved.
Oh.
Now we can move on.
Okay.
Krithik as our speaker. Krithik, right? Krith, or is it Krithik? I think it's Krithik. Krithik as our speaker.
Yeah, Krithik.
No,
not Krithik. It's Krith.
Krith. Okay. Krith as our speaker 1. Dhruv as our speaker 2. And can I just ask something? Are all of you here?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, so let's leave that aside. Chris, are you here?
Oh
no.
Let me see. I'll look at the list right now. I don't see him. Oh,
Guys,
no.
who is the first speaker? Is it Chris?
Krith. It's Krith.
If you can't find the Krith, move on for a second and because otherwise the time which is left at the end, it is very less for the agenda.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
it's okay.
Dora.
Drew,
Okay.
Drew, are you here?
Drew.
Yes, you are here. Can
Yeah, I
you
am
please
here.
do a speech while
Ye-
I don't know what to do, but as we are missing a speaker.
I think the evaluate. Actually, I have an idea. Evaluator 1, for who was supposed to be for the speaker 1, can just evaluate speaker 2.
But who will be this evaluator 2?
Oh, we'll just have 2 evaluators
Okay,
for
that's
speaker
fine.
2.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay. So
We'll
yeah.
wait till Drew is done with his speech, and if he doesn't turn up, we'll have 2 evaluations for it, 1 speaker. Great
Yeah,
idea,
also-
Ananya. I think that sparked our.
Yeah.
That was a good
And
start.
also their table topics master is Gundavi. So and our counter is Monisha. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
And we can start now.
I think we can get started with the speech. So through the stage is all yours.
All yours.
So the ocean is 75%. If you didn't know, the ocean is not only like a large plot of area, but it's so large it covers more than about 75% of Earth's ocean. Right. It covers 75% of Earth's surface. Well, another one cool fact about the ocean is that it has the global it creates global warming. Like there's earthquakes in underwater. Underwater earthquakes are stronger than actual over like on surface earthquakes. And there are also like underwater volcanoes that create giant explosions underwater. The, the, the energy clusters up and releases, creating a lot of global warming. Right? From about 1900s to about now, the global warming has increased by 1 degree. About global warming is also cool it because there are many ways that can create it. The ocean is very large, as I already said. There's many sea creatures, and a lot of them are endangered, and a lot of them we haven't even discovered. And a lot of them, once again, which many people may know, are endangered because of plastic and pollution. Pollution has been There has been lots of pollution found on beaches every single day. You can, in most beaches in the world, you can see many beaches filled with only scraps of paper and plastic, metal, and a lot more. And then you can also search up on YouTube about pollution, and you'll see a lot of videos showing how bad pollution is in the ocean for aquatic animals. The ocean is also very interesting since it has about more animals in the ocean than on land. Meaning like about what I really meant was that there's more species of aquatic animals than more species that live on land. And plus, most of there's lots of different types of sea creatures creating lots of different abilities. Like there's a flying fish, and that can like, go a little higher than normal fishes, and they jump out of water, and much more. The ocean is very interesting. Um, you liked my presentation.
That was a great speech about pollution. I I I agree with you. It's really bad for the earth. So, since can anyone spot our first speaker who is Chris?
Yeah,
Chris?
I think he might be here. I'm not too sure.
Okay, I'm checking right now.
No, I don't see anyone. I don't
No.
see Chris.
Ananya, I think there are
Wait.
2 guys informed, so you can move on with table topics. And once if he's back, then we'll consider. And I think
Okay.
people are not coming today. They have already responded. So please move on. with
Okay.
Rajendra.
Okay.
Okay, so next we can start our table topics with his Kundavi. So Kundavi, the stage is all yours, and you can start with telling the first question, and you can pick people, or you can like see people who have their hands up.
Okay, so we have one person that has requested to say the topic first, and then I will pick on some people. So the first question is, say your friend acts mean to one of your other friends that you're really close to. Say your BFF, standing for best friend, forever. What's the first thing you will respond to this? But it's your friend that's being mean to your BFF. So what will you respond? So I don't see any volunteers.
Is this for
I'll
table
volunteer.
topics? Is this
Yeah,
for
this
table
is a table
topics?
I think,
Okay, I'll volunteer.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have Rigel first. So if that's okay with you, Sugar, we could go next.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go on the next question.
Okay,
So
Rachel.
Rita, you can answer.
the stages are yours.
So I'm not. So you said that a friend of mine is being mean to another
A friend of
mine.
yours. So a friend of yours is being mean to your best friend. What will you respond?
I would tell him to stop being mean first of all, and I would tell him that he is. Wait, is he being mean because he's my best friend? The other
No.
person?
So say your friend, like any friend in the world, he's being mean to the friend you're closest with and that you really are feeling a special bond with. Like that's the BFF.
Oh, okay.
So what will you respond?
So first I would tell him to stop being mean and tell him that he's a really good friend of mine and I care about him. If he doesn't stop, then I would just break the friendship with the friend that's being mean. Because I feel like it's better to break a friendship with someone who's mean and not your best friend than just a friend that's mean and that probably shouldn't be your best friend. Because mean people, like at the end, they might be mean one day, but at the end, someone is going to be mean to them. And one way or another, they're going to be punished. Like someone else is going to be mean to them too in the future or something. So I would just break the friendship with the mean person if he doesn't stop, but hopefully stop so I can be friends with him too. So that's it.
Rajul, that was a great response. I can actually relate with that in a way because I've seen this bullying and it's really popular, but I think we should make it unpopular. So I think we can move on to the second. Okay, so this is a debate question. I have many debate questions, but this is one of them. Should schools ban chocolate milk for lunch, breakfast, and all the food breaks you get?
Okay,
Good
so
question.
can I?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll go first. So, a prevalent issue in American schools is the sheer unhealthiness of meals that they have here. like I watched this video that said how brands like Domino's profit from school lunch. Apparently, they aren't even serving fresh food made in these cafeterias. They're literally made in some factory somewhere, and then they're shipped frozen to these cafeterias in schools where they're then reheated by the lunch ladies and then put out for the kids. The issue is that those stuff is just meant for kids to eat, but not, it's not healthy for them. There's nothing healthy in that too. Lots of times it's stale. So these kids are eating stale meat, low processed cheese. It's just not healthy. Preservatives in the bread. And also chocolate milk. That's also a false health drink that needs to stop. I've seen parents that are saying, oh, you should drink some Nesquik after your basketball game because it's healthy for you, but it's not healthy for you. Look at the sugar in it. It has 22 grams of sugar in it. That's the same as a bottle of Coca-Cola, which I don't see any parents out there giving their kids Coca-Cola after they have a basketball game. So I mean, if you want to have it as a treat, certainly, but just don't advertise it as a health food. And in my opinion, by serving these and other foods in schools, you're setting a precedent for these kids' eating patterns, and that will go on to carry them in life. Do you want these kids to grow up healthy, or do you want them to just turn into obese adults who, can't function? They need someone to do everything for them. It's not healthy. So these kids, they need healthy meals. And chocolate milk is just one of the many things wrong, but chocolate milk itself is super unhealthy for use. And if they're going to remove sodas from schools, then they should remove chocolate milk too. It's a bit hypocritical to remove soda, but not chocolate.
I think, Shikar, that is a totally good argument to go for. And I also think that chocolate milk should go on a strike because of these same exact reasons.
So, Kundavi, here is my suggestion. Is it, you said it is a debatable question, yeah? Is it so? I'm saying one guy, Sirikar, told in the favor of this thing, whether this food should be banned or not, or the healthy food should have in a cafeteria. Can somebody speak opposite to that? Why can somebody speak opposite to that, to just say why it should be kept in the cafeteria, so that you guys should know how to debate and how to counterpart, rather than putting another question? I think you will, if you can contest his ground. That would be nice. If anybody else want to do it, that would be nice too.
Really good, awesome suggestion, JJ. I think for the table topic masters ahead of me should also do that. Whenever you have a debate topic, ask someone to stand one side and someone else to stand one side, so you can see what sides this goes. Okay.
That's gonna get you ready for your speech and debate in high school.
High school?
Yeah, I'm saying that then you guys will be ready for speech and debate competition in high school.
Okay. Guys, that is a great opportunity. So come on, I need hands. I can't wait.
I don't see anyone with their hands up.
Guys, I can't wait all day
for this.
Okay. So I'm just gonna okay. So Sharmila. Yeah. Okay.
Sharmila volunteered. Somebody, one of the Sajjana Rams or Kundavi, you can also watch for your chat. Somebody is,
Yeah, Sharmila's going next, and then I'll go next with the next.
Would you like to? Sharmila, would you like to go against Shikar for having chocolate milk in our cafeteria?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we should have chocolate milk in our cafeterias because not all milk are like factories come from factories. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they come from factories, but like they're kept in fridges, so they're like healthy in a way. And students should like monitor their own health. Like, we shouldn't restrict foods because of that. because like there are students who want to drink chocolate milk because like it's like their treat or something. So I say that you should have them. And my younger brother, one time he used to eat like ice cream after school, like in the cafeteria. So my dad sent a note saying like you shouldn't do that unless I give a note. So parents can do that if they don't want their children to drink chocolate milk in the cafeteria. So instead of restricting it so all students can have it just because of because of a group of students, I think like we should have it in the cafeterias, but the students should like monitor like, hey, this is not healthy for me, so I shouldn't drink this.
I think that's a great way to also look after a child's health, but also go against that. Kids should have a little tasty treat at the same time.
Another
So
thing
that
that I want to bring up, like agreeing with her, is that they shouldn't take out chocolate milk in schools because it's important that children have options even when they're younger, because once they graduate from high school and college, they have thousands of different things that they can eat or try. And it's important that they learn that responsibility when they're younger, and they can only do that when they have the unhealthy options and to learn like, okay, this isn't good for me, and then working with that.
Yeah, that's actually a really, really good support with that. So, okay, so I just want to say something. If it's okay with JJ and Mr. Selva, I see Kritik. So we can pause on the table topics now for now. And if we have like 2 or 3 minutes after Kritik's speech, I said Kritik's speech, we could do it. But Kritik, you are a speaker 1 and we do not see you. So can you please share your speech?
Kritik, are you ready for your speech?
Okay,
Yeah.
we have a thumbs up now. Sit and relax.
The
And
stage is all yours, Kritik.
the stage is all yours, Kritik.
Okay, maybe one, Gundali, could you maybe, or I'll unmute Kritik maybe? Because he's not able to
I
unmute.
can't unmute him.
Oh, you're not co-host?
I am co-host. I can only mute all.
I can unmute him.
Oh,
Ask all.
I
Wait,
can
no,
unmute.
yeah.
Hold on.
no, wait. Don't ask all to unmute. Please don't do that.
I am
Yeah,
doing
please don't
okay.
do that. So everyone mute again if they get that.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah,
close
please
it if you can.
Okay.
No, I couldn't unmute Kritik somehow.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not too sure what I can do.
I think
Dhananjay,
they have to
so-
fix the microphone settings.
Yeah, Kritik, can you log off and log in again, Kritik, with a different device? We'll continue with the table topic until you come
Okay.
back.
Selva, I had the option to unmute him.
Okay.
Go ahead, Manisha, go ahead.
Okay, so I asked to unmute him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is, yeah, but he's not
Has
able to unmute.
to accept. He has
Just
to
click
accept it,
accept.
then he'll get it. Kritik, can you unmute?
Or he could just go to his audio settings and try and fix some of the settings.
Yeah, but
'Cause it
or he could
happens
just
to me.
rejoin.
We want to
Maybe it
try the
happens.
quickest idea, and then we can try the smartest idea.
Let's just like maybe let him join again. Probably it's the best way. Maybe there's a
Maybe
glitch.
Kritik, please type in the chat if you can accept. If you can't accept, we will take the smart way.
Okay. Yeah. Kritik, you can just like leave and rejoin the meeting, and we
Okay.
can just continue with table topics. And so going to be whoever wanted to do table topics, or or you can choose someone to do the next one.
Okay. So this may sound pretty fantasy. So you bumped into someone around the age of like 186 or something, and he leads you to his house. You first don't accept, But after you look at the house, you see it's pretty weird and you go inside. You see cauldrons and brooms, and then you see his true identity. He's actually a wizard, the most famous wizard of the world, also featured in Wizard of Oz. So, would you run out of the house, ask for an autograph, and probably ask about his life, or maybe just go fetch some candy you see on the top shelf?
Okay.
Okay, so
My-
I see Ananya's hand up.
That's a really interesting question.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, Kundavi. I have never heard of this question before about this, but okay, so wait, what was the first option again? I couldn't hear it well.
Okay, so first you just run out of the house. Second, you first ask for an autograph and then ask him about his life. And third, just fetch some candy on the top shelf.
Okay, probably just the second one because like I would want an autograph from the famous Wizard of Oz. And also another thing, I would like to something I would ask him about his life is like how did he become a wizard? Like how did he what does he do? What is he working on? And what if he had made whatever things he make, and I would want to see them and help him test it out and learn the ways. And I would and also I would want his autograph so then I can tell my friends that I've met the famous wizard, or not. I would just keep that in my room and hang it up, maybe. I don't know. But I would like to and learn more about him, what is his secret hobbies and things he never does in front, things he does, a secret, not how would I say, something he never tells anyone, or I'll try to attempt to make him do it in a way. And yeah, that's my answer.
That is actually a great answer. I would actually ask for his autograph too, and also go show off and be like, hey, I met a wizard and it's the famous wizard of the Wizard of Oz. Ooh. And then and then I would get some extra attention. And I actually like being the center of attention. So, okay, so I have, if I am wrong, please correct me. I do not see Krithik.
Yeah, I don't think I see. Well, let me see. I don't see Krithik either. I don't know what happened now. I think he should have joined back a few minutes ago. Maybe there's some internet issues or glitch issues of getting in, maybe.
Okay. We gotta move
So
on.
yeah.
So I think if Krithik comes back, we can't do his speech for this week, but maybe next week he can do his speech.
Yeah, he can just tell his same speech. So since we have maybe we should stop at 6:47 because on the agenda it says and it'll be the best time. So I think we can do maybe one or two more table topics. So Kundavi, you can tell the next question for anyone who wants to do it, or you can get someone.
So okay, this is the last table topic question. And Ananya, we usually stop the table topics by 6:45. Just keep that in mind, everyone. Keep that in mind that you have this is the last table topic you'll be able to do. We end around 6:45 to 6:47. Okay? So our next table topic is you bumped into your friend that you haven't seen for at least 10 years or something. The first question you ask him is, hey, how are you? But then he pushes you away and calls a group of his friends and says beat him up, or say get away, or something that you don't feel really comforted in. And then you really don't. Oh, Well, we have Kritik back, but he says I cannot hear or unmute now. Sorry. Kind interruption.
Kundavi, you finish that. Listen, you finish your table topic, and then we will put Karthik in for the speech.
Okay.
Okay, JJ. So continue the question, Gundri.
Okay. So he said, so you haven't been a friend in 10 years, and he just says he grows a group of his friends and says something that really makes you feel weird and unsafe and unloved by him or her because you were best friends when you were younger. So what would be your first reaction? And then if you wanted to like tell someone, who would you tell?
I don't really see anyone.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. Is
Okay.
my internet?
How about Vidhi or Harshini? I have not seen them speaking. Vidhi
Yeah,
or
Vidhi.
Harshini.
Okay, Vidhi. Okay, I literally saw one person type in the chat that they were scared, but I don't know.
I would actually be I won't really be surprised because we haven't seen each other for a while, so that person can forget me easily. So I won't be surprised, but I would be a bit worried at that moment, like what really happened and if I did something wrong. But if I were to tell someone about this, I would tell my closest friends and my friends or family, because I personally think they always are there to help me whenever I need help and will figure it out with me.
I think I agree with you. The closest people you're close to is who you should go for help. And I'm sure it will be a surprise too, because I said 10 years. Okay, so maybe if it's okay, we can do one more maybe. If that's okay, because
I think we can do one more, like one
I'm down.
tiny,
I'm down for one
like
more.
maybe when we tried. Okay, so actually, I think he wanted to do one, so maybe let him do it or someone else.
Okay. Perfect. I'm going to search in my like table topics doc. Okay. You were elected as president of the whole world. The whole. The first thing you think is to reduce pollution, but one of your vice president stops you and worries about money and all the other stuff, other problems in the world. Would you go for what your vice president is saying or follow your gut feelings?
Can I do this one?
Oh, sure.
Himanshu.
Himanshu, okay. I'm not really good at names.
I would. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I would. Oh, so if I were to be the president of the world, I would not go with my vice president because I would just want to basically do what I want, and I could take his advice, but I can't always listen to him, especially on such a big decision. So I would basically just go on what I would just do what I want.
Yeah, President, continue. Your time is 1 minute. You have to continue your talk for 1 minute.
Okay. Then not just that issue, but a lot of other issues. I could take his advice, but you can't really
rely on it too much, because some could be bad decisions that could hurt the world more than more than how it's already I don't know how to say it, how it's already being. So I think that's it.
Okay, so I actually love that answer. Yes, I would always follow my gut feelings, even if someone says no to me. So I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good, yeah, I think that it was the last table topic for today, for this session. So I guess now we can get our evaluations from our speaker 1 and 2 for for their only speaker, well, speaker 1 who used to be speaker 2, but for Drew. So I don't know if I'm saying this right. Is it Gurka? I'm not too sure. Krikak? I'm not too sure how to say this name. Krika? I'm not too sure if he's. I'm not too sure if I can.
Let me see the
Do you want me to send you the document link again, or do you want me to share my screen?
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, Krika. Yeah.
I'm not too sure how to say his
So
name.
I'm just gonna spell out the name.
It's Kritika. It's Kritika.
Kritika. Okay. Kritika, are you there? I think she is here though. I feel. I'm not too
There's
sure.
no Kritika. There's
No.
no T in her name. It's Kirkaka.
So
K.
Say it. I'm listening. What's the spelling?
Okay, so it's
Kirikea.
no, it's Kirkaka.
Kirkaka.
Yes.
Kritika. I think it is not written properly. It should be
Yeah.
Krika. No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if she's here though. I'm actually don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone with a K besides Krithik and Gundavi.
Are you guys looking for an evaluator?
Yes, our evaluator 1. That's
So
the
who signed for the
evaluator.
evaluator 2? Who signed for the evaluator 2?
Our evaluator 2 is Sharmila.
Yeah,
Sharmila. So Sharmila, let's go give your evaluation on speech.
The second speaker's speech, please, and the stages are yours.
Okay, so for the second speaker, I've realized that he was repeating a lot of words, and had pauses, so he was hesitating a lot, and he was stuttering. And also, this is a good thing. He was repeating words like many, to emphasize like the importance. So this is a good thing. And I've also noticed like random pauses. A few are like different abilities, and then like Ocean is very interesting. So it's good, but the random pauses. So instead of like, it seems like you've memorized the speech or like reading off of something else. Instead of that, just try to be more fluid and not pause in the middle of your speech.
Yeah, great evaluation, Sharmila. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so
okay, Kundavi, stop.
Sharmila.
Everyone.
Sharmila.
So
Kundavi,
guys,
hold on.
remember, if we're saying your name wrong, you can correct us anytime because we want to say your name right.
Yeah, Mr. Salva, you can start whatever you had to say.
Yeah.
So everyone, for the benefit of the naming properly, So whenever you speak, say your name. I am Sharmila. I am Selvaraj. Nothing wrong with that. So so I'm Sharmila. I'm going to evaluate so and so speech so that you get the names right. So everyone, whenever you speak, say your name. Others have to listen so that you don't need to worry about the naming correctly. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Navi. Go
Thank
ahead.
you for that great tip, Mr. Salva. That was really a good tip. So now, I think since we already got our evaluation now, I think let's not waste time and like get our evaluation reports from our timer, from our like first table
Yeah.
topics, speakers, and speeches, and evaluations from Ria. So Ria, you can
So first, I would actually like to go through by order. So we're first gonna have our
speeches, and then
evaluation. Wait.
we should start with speeches and then table topics and then evaluations.
Okay, so Ria, can you please evaluate our
The speeches, evaluations, and table topics. Speeches can go first.
Can you please evaluate our speech for our pollution, right?
Yeah, for pollution. So yeah, the stage is all yours.
Speaker 2 had 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
No, wait, who was, okay, yeah, okay, go on.
And then table topics, Visual had 57 seconds. Shrikar had 1 minute 47 seconds. Sharmila had 1 minute and 23 seconds. Ananya had 1 minute and 19 seconds. Vidhi had 40 seconds. Himanshu had one minute. And then evaluation 2 had 57 seconds.
Okay, that's a pretty good evaluation from timer. I think a few of us could make like a minute and like 57 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I think we could like do better.
Maybe like
We can
1
better.
minute. Guys, we're only expecting for normal speech, regular speeches, we're expecting 5 minutes. And for table
But for-
topics, we're expecting 1 minute.
Yeah, like 1 minute isn't like that long. It's just 60 seconds. So you can like at least like get a few sentences by
Guys,
like
we're not really looking for anything. We just want to hear you. That's all.
Yeah, like here you speak longer, so that's just a like recommendation for people who don't speak that like speak long. So now we can get our evaluation from
Quickies. We have to go quickies. So
yeah, let's go quick. Yeah, perfect timing now. So our all counter Monisha can give our evaluation from our ahs, any crutch words, like from our like same thing evaluations, speeches, evaluations, and table topics. So Monisha, the stage is all yours.
Okay, so Drew got 1 1 and 3 other filler words. Virtual got 2 and 1 other filler word. Shrikar got only 2 other filler words and 0 and ahs. Sharmila got 2 and 1 other filler word. Thraya got 1 and 1 other filler word. Ananya got 1 1 and 3 other filler words. Vidhi only had 2 and Himanshu had 1 and 1 other filler word, and Sharmila for her evaluation only had 1 other filler word.
guys, thank you for this great keeping track of all the things. How do you say this? Awesome? Oh, we didn't even use the word of the day.
Yeah, I think we didn't use it, so
I will use it one time today. All of the speeches, evaluations, and anything in between, all the people who did it were fearless. Let's say that.
yeah, that's a good fearless way to use the word fearless from the V.
Okay, so now
So yeah, okay, maybe next week we can try to use the next new word of the day or this one better. Now we can get our general evaluation feedback from our coordinators, JJ or Mr. Saba.
And we actually wanted we wanted Beth to do our general evaluation. Beth, the stage is
Okay. Yeah, Beth, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you very much for having me here. And I love the energy that you have in your group. And I just love how you're all, willing to, step up and do the different roles and also to try out the different ways of speaking. If I had one suggestion, it seems like some of you are a little bit fighting for control of how the meeting is running. So if whoever is the Toastmaster or of the day, that person has the control of the flow of the meeting. So other people, if there needs to be correction, that can be provided. But if the person is going through in an acceptable way, then let them go ahead and do that. Because as a new observer, it's a little bit confusing to me to have different people kind of interrupting each other. But I love what you're doing. It's so exciting. And I am amazed by the answers that you have to the table topics questions. They're great questions and very thoughtful answers. All right, so I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Beth. I think that is actually a very good general evaluation. So I think there might be some fired-up hearts wanting to do our roles for next week that we're gonna do right now. Come on, hearts have to boil right now. Okay, so while we are getting our there we have it. I only know one person who wants a role. Puhalanti messaged me. He wants to be the speaker. So we only have, and guys, I want you to think of this too. Think of a word of the day that we can use constantly throughout our environment. So it's pretty easy word to trigger. Okay, so we have a really easy word to trigger. So I want some word of the day. If it's okay if we don't bring up a word of the day, Beth, Mr. Salva, or JJ, can you bring up
Kundavi, the word of the day we will discuss on the same day when we have a meeting. Let's find the your speakers and your evaluators and table topic master. So Sharmila just told that she wants to become a table topic master. That's good. Fulanti said he wants to speak next week, which is good. And the Karthik said he's gonna speak next week too. So you have two speakers now, Fulanti and the Karthik. Put their name.
Okay, I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna write down so we have enough rows.
Yeah, also, JJ, just to tell you, Puhalanti will be just their second speaker because Kritik is our first one because he didn't do her speech this week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have two speakers. So now we need the evaluator 1 and the evaluator 2. So I just saw the message, somebody wants to become an evaluator 2. So just see the message, I can tell you.
Speaker 1 and speaker 2 we have ready.
Yeah, Monisha Khatri.
Wait, do we have one evaluator? We have two evaluators.
And evaluator 2 is in Monisha Khatri. We will find evaluation 1. So whatever you have right now, just fill it up.
Okay, so guys, we need timer and I'll counter. Come on, guys, quick. Guys, I want some riled up hearts.
Oh, so we had one evaluator, right, Kundavi? So far?
No, we just need an all counter and.
Oh, so then who's the who was the two evaluators? I know Monisha was one of them. Who? I do not know who's who. I need to. Can you please say your name?
We need one more.
We just need all counter.
Wait, who's the evaluator 2 and evaluator 1? I'm sorry, I did not know who's who. Like for
Wait,
who's
who's
what.
evaluator 2? We don't have an evaluator 2 yet.
Yeah,
Evaluator 2, I'll counter. I'll counter.
Yeah,
and
so who's
evaluator-
timer? Who was timer? Is gonna
Timer
be timer?
is Divya.
My name's Divya.
Divya, okay. Yeah, I got it. So who's all counter and evaluator 2?
Okay, so I wanted to give this
So
job.
evaluator 1 is Monisha. Listen, Kundavi. 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 Evaluator 1.
Yes.
I think JJ, we can't hear you or you're frozen.
Just see the chat. Everybody, make sure you put in chat whatever the role you want to volunteer. Just follow the chat. And Kundavi and Ananya, I know Ananya, you are updating the document. Just update the document based on the chat. That's it.
Yeah, okay. So who's evaluator 1? Because Monisha actually says she wants to be evaluator 2, so we don't know who's the.
See the chat and
Ananya.
pick it from there.
I can be evaluator 1. That's okay.
Yeah, okay. That's just the same thing, Monisha.
I just wanted to ask something.
No, I'm just saying find the evaluator 2.
Evaluator 2 and all counter, and we have to close the meeting, guys. Come on.
Yeah, we just need to do that. Please, someone do it. It's very simple jobs, guys. It's not that hard.
Guys, take it like this.
Yeah,
Help someone. If you want to help someone, then do these roles and you'll definitely help someone. Take it like this.
Yeah, if no one's gonna do it, then maybe me and Kundavi or maybe.
Vidhi is the evaluator 2. Put her name.
Okay, so
Okay.
can I actually offer this role to? Oh wait, I'll counter
Akshaj.
Akshaj wants to be all counter. So.
Yeah, put Akshaj's name.
Okay. So we have sorted and we have conquered our roles. Okay. So now that we have conquered our roles, we can say bye. Thank you.
Yeah.
JJ, thank you for our wonderful guest, Beth. We really liked your speech. We like hearing you all speak. Remember that. We want you to speak, so maybe if you don't have a role, take part in table topics. So we don't want to make this any more harder.
I just wanna.
JJ, we have lost you yet again.
See, I just want to add one thing. I love you so much, guys, that my toddler disturbs me. I take your call in the car.
Oh, that's nice, but I feel bad for
I feel
why
bad
the toddler but still, it's very sweet of you, JJ. Thank you so much for coming to our meetings. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, JJ. We can hear you.
Guys, I just want to say something really quick. Fix your internet before you come to the next class because some people have really important roles that we actually want to hear. So fix your internet before you come to class. Not why do we keep saying class? Okay, it's next week. Please fix your internet, or else it's really. There's no or
We'll
else.
be a little struggling.
We just want to hear you speak, and we also get struggling to replace the roles. We struggle to replace the roles.
Guys, let's adjourn the meeting. It's
Please
7:07.
check your internet.
Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Okay.
Yeah. So everyone, I hope.
Bye, Beth. Bye, everyone. Beth, that was a great speech.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for
Beth.
having me.
Bye.
Thank you. Wow.